Today's ghost story of the day comes from one of the islands of the Firth of Forth, the Isle of May. This is the largest of the Forth Islands, and has quite a history. The island was initially believed to be overrun with demons and wild beasts that were expelled by St Adrian and his Gospels. A church was built on the island, and around the year 870, Vikings attacked and all were slain, including the saint. He is said to have been buried in a stone coffin on the island, yet, according to local legend, part of the coffin broke away and floated to the mainland carrying his body, landing in Anstruther, where the church was built in his name, and he was laid to rest.
That was a man.
Yeah. There's something trying to communicate via the box.
So it sounds like you're trying to come through the box.
You hear it?
Whoa.
You okay?
Just saw a ball of energy go flying right past me.
Right, okay.
Actually with my own eyes.
Right, excellent. Okay, Shona heard the woman as well.
Can you tell us what happened to you?
Oh.
That said killed her.
Killed her. Did you hear that, guys?
Yeah. There was something hard that's killed her. Can you tell us what happened to you?
Oh. The island was largely abandoned after the slaughter until 1145, when it was gifted to the monks of Reading Abbey by King David I of Scotland, who founded an abbey there, dedicated to St Mary the Virgin, along with a shrine to St Adrian. It is said to have become a place of pilgrimage for the ill-seeking medical miracles from the monks who lived there, although more recent archaeological findings suggest that this may have been the case since the time of St Adrian. The archaeologists discovered a massive burial cairn, estimated to have been built from around 1.5 million pebbles. A total of 58 bodies were exhumed, which were dated from as early as the year 404, right up to as late as 1637. The early bodies indicate that this was a burial place prior to the time of St Adrian, and the later bones showed signs of having suffered from serious illness, supporting the belief that the sick sought help at this island. This is further supported by there being evidence of two types of plants with medical properties being found on the island, including one that was used as an anaesthetic. It is believed that those arriving on the island brought a pebble from the mainland as an offering, and these were added to the cairn. What is worth noting is that the burial cairn is not a Christian burial method, but is instead a Pictish style of burial. The May Isle is the only Christian religious site that is known to have such a burial cairn, and with the bodies within indicating remains that predate St Adrian, it seems that the Picts occupied the island before St Adrian arrived, and that he continued with some of their traditions, including burial and the use of herbal medicines. Christianity later sought to stamp out old belief systems, including those of the Picts, and so the demons described in later writings may well relate to the painted Pictish warriors that St Adrian would have met on the island. The island suffered further Viking attacks, yet the monks remained until it was sold to a wealthy local family in the 1500s. There are caves in the island that were possibly used as a prison and were later used by smugglers hiding their loot. There were believed to be demon keepers within the caves, no doubt a myth created by the smugglers to try to keep any curious individuals out of the cave. Although it is also said that a ship carrying the first printed Bibles to Scotland sank as it passed the May Isle, with the finger of blame being pointed at the demon keepers of the caves. In 1635, the first lighthouse was built on the island, although with the architect being drowned when his ship was sunk in a storm as he left the island. It only served to add to the belief that there was something evil working from within. The lighthouse was a rather basic structure, comprising of a stone tower with a metal cradle above in which coal was burned. The cradle needed cleaned out every day, with new coals being hoisted up and lit before dark. With the lighthouse keeper's house below the tower, it is surprising it was not until 1790 that disaster struck, when the pile of ashes that had built up at the base of the tower was accidentally ignited, and the lighthouse keeper, his wife, and 5 children perished. Only the infant daughter survived, having been found alive 3 days after the incident. This was not the end of the deaths at the island. In an incident now referred to as the Battle of the May Island in 1918, saw a series of 5 collisions between Royal Navy vessels leaving Rosyth. In total, 2 submarines were lost, with another 3 badly damaged, along with a light cruiser, with a total loss of 104 lives. The haunting of the island relates to the lighthouse fire, with reports of the sound of children crying from the remains of the lighthouse. A path leading to it is also believed to be haunted, with visitors reporting the sounds of footsteps behind them as they walk along it, yet, when they turn, they find there is no one there. Any attempt to speed up to get away is met with the footsteps behind also speeding up.